If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. The greatest happiness is to scatter your enemy and drive him before you, to see his cities reduced to ashes, to see those who love him shrouded and in tears, and to gather to your bosom his wives and daughters. Come and sip from the cup of destruction. Not even a mighty warrior can break a frail arrow when it is multiplied and supported by its fellows. As long as you brothers support one another and render assistance to one another, your enemies can never gain the victory over you. But if you fall away from each other, your enemy can break you like frail arrows, one at a time. The strength of a wall is neither greater nor less than the courage of the men who defend it. I hate luxury. I exercise moderation. It will be easy to forget your vision and purpose when you have fine clothes, fast horses, and beautiful women, in which case you will be no better than a slave, and you will surely lose everything. If you're afraid, don't do it. If you're doing it, don't be afraid. Remember, you have no companions but your shadow. Man's highest joy is in victory, to conquer one's enemies, to pursue them, to deprive them of their possessions, to make their beloved weep, to ride on their horses, and to embrace their wives and daughters. It is not sufficient that I succeed. All others must fail. An action committed in anger is an action doomed to failure. A leader can never be happy until his people are happy. Oh, people, know that you have committed great sins. If you ask me what proof I have for these words, I say it is because I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. All who surrender will be spared. Whoever does not surrender but opposes with struggle and dissension shall be annihilated. Conquering the world on horseback is easy. It is dismounting and governing that is hard. Heaven grew weary of the excessive pride and luxury of China. I am from the barbaric north. I wear the same clothing and eat the same food as the cowherds and horse herders. We make the same sacrifices and we share our riches. I look upon the nation as a newborn child, and I care for my soldiers as though they were my brothers. There is no good in anything until it is finished. If unable to abstain from drinking, a man may get drunk 3 times a month. If he does it more than 3 times, he is culpable. If he gets drunk twice a month, it is better. If once a month, this is still more laudable. And if one does not drink at all, what can be better? But where can I find such a man? If such a man were found, he would be worthy of the highest esteem. With heaven's aid, I have conquered for you a huge empire. But my life was too short to achieve the conquest of the world. That task is left for you. Even when a friend does something you do not like, he continues to be your friend. If my body dies, let my body die, but do not let my country die. The merit in action lies in finishing it to the end. Just as God gave different fingers to the hand, so has He given different ways to men. Be of one mind and one faith, that you may conquer your enemies and lead long and happy lives. One arrow alone can be easily broken, but many arrows are indestructible. An action committed in anger is an action doomed to failure. flail of God. Had you not created great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. The pleasure and joy of man lies in treading down the rebel and conquering the enemy, in tearing him up by the root, in taking from him all that he has. Those who were adept and brave fellows I have made military commanders. Those who were quick and nimble I have made herders of horses. Those who were not adept I have given a small whip and sent to be shepherds. People conquered on different sides of the lake should be ruled on different sides of the lake. The greatest happiness is to vanquish your enemies, to chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth, to see those dear to them bathed in tears, to clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters. We always find our last expedition and the time of our dying near. Heaven has appointed me to rule all the nations, for hitherto there has been no order upon the steppes. If you live with one mind and one belief, then you can live a happy life. If you are no better than your slave, you will lose everything. I will rule them by fixed laws so that rest and happiness shall prevail in the world. Say ye unto the Khwarizmi that I am the sovereign of the sunrise, and he is the sovereign of the sunset. Let there be between us a firm treaty of friendship, amity, and peace, and let traders and caravans on both sides come and go. I think my life was too short to conquer the world. The result of any task does not look good before it ends. With heaven's aid, I have conquered for you a huge empire, but my life was too short to achieve the conquest of the world. That task is left for you. Find your true happiness. Most empires in the world are built on lies, and this is the truth. In the space of 7 years, I have succeeded in accomplishing a great work and uniting the whole world in one empire. When it was wet, we bore the wet together. When it was cold, we bore the cold together. Perhaps my children will live in stone houses and walled towns. Not I. A man's greatest work is to break his enemies, to drive them before him, to take from them all the things that have been theirs, to hear the weeping of those who cherish them. Violence never settles anything.